However, the zealotry of the young Condé was of the indiscriminate kind. At the ball, she was the center of attention, and quickly she decided to dedicate her religious fervor to her own image. Her mother, Madame la Princesse, one of Madame de Rambouillet's best friends, she was one of the three at Henri IV's Bal de la Reine, made sure her daughter mastered the art of conversation at the Chambre Bleue, which by now had attained such a stature that foreign royals would often take leave of Madame de Rambouillet before returning to their home countries. In a couple of years, the young Condé's social graces were without comparison. The young beauty was quickly married off to the eminent Duke of Longueville, making her Madame de Longueville, but she remained at heart a Condé. The Condé family was a branch of the Bourbon line and thus one of the ruling families of France. The Duchess of Longueville thus had all the political clout, social skill, and pedigree to rule the hearts and minds of her contemporaries, and rule she did. It did not hurt that her brother was the Grand Condé, great warrior who had gathered to himself the public's favor and respect of all the nobility, and that he too was likewise under her spell. There remain some rumors of incestuous influence. The Condé family was young, rich, beautiful, and admired by all. The iron was hot. Once Henry IV died, and the hated Italian minister Mazarin came to power with his heavy tax proposals, it was time to strike. The Duchess gathered all her powers of politics and brought the simmering rage of the French nobility to bear against the monarchy. Benedetta Creveri marveled at her strength in the following terms. It is impossible not to be impressed by the iron determination with which she dominated her husband, stirred up her brothers, quarreled with them, won them back over, allied herself with the Paris Parliament, threw herself with the help of her secretaries into civil rhetoric and political invective, rode a horse across France, incited Normandy to rebellion, took to the sea in a storm to find refuge in Holland, conducted negotiations with Mazarin from the small town of Stenay, the rebels' only remaining stronghold, and allied herself in Bordeaux with the popular Orme movement. Reputation, morality, friendship were all subordinated to the heroic affirmation of self and the hunger for power. For her, gallantry became a tool of vanity and domination. Self-invention hit a new note in this period. The salon-goers fashioned themselves after the heroes of novels, and the novelists themselves did not hesitate to capture the real-life leading ladies of the salon in their novels. So it was that the Cardinal de Retz, after having met with the bellicose but seductive Madame de Longueville, wrote in his memoirs that he had the distinct impression she was playing a part straight out of Honoré d'Urfé's L'Astrée. Or was it the other way around? Indeed, she was the fabulous woman on whom Mademoiselle de Scudéry based the heroine of her 10-volume Artemène ou Le Grand Cyrus. Life was art, and art reflected that life. But unlike the romance heroines, Madame de Longueville would not succeed in her bid to take control back for the nobility, and especially her lover, the Duc de Rochefoucauld, who grew disillusioned by the unscrupulous methods of this lady who could not take no for an answer. Sensing she had walked off the edge of what even her salon-going compatriots could agree was firm ground, she quickly renounced the worldly existence she had fallen so deeply in love with at 16, and returned evermore to the silence of the convent. It must be noted, however, that even here she couldn't help but set trends. The Duchess of Longueville was followed in her retreat from the world by princesses and countesses. The aristocratic ladies of the world clamored to assume this new aesthetic of asceticism. Ladies of birth had often taken solace in convents, but the convent chosen by the Duchess and her ladies was the Abbey of Port Royal, which demanded a rigorous self-abnegation that often shocked the more mainstream Catholics. However, I believe that this immersive experience was necessary to the great salon women who, since entering society, had so carefully curated their every move, look, and word. They were method actors, and the extreme self-renunciation demanded at Port Royal paradoxically offered them the only mode of being that would not critically disrupt their lifestyle. They had renounced themselves long ago when, as girls, they had entered the Blue Bedroom, a passage that required them to banish all passion and domestic desire in order to forge a society in the image of medieval chivalry.